Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. AVAX is just following currently, the forecast basically. I think this has really, this is in a really bad situation. It basically lost all critical support levels so far in this bear market. It even made a new bear market low here below these swing lows at around $9.20 that were made in July 21 and June 21. Now we haven't got a sustained break, but let's be honest. The reaction so far to these levels hasn't been very impressive, and it starts to roll over again. This is best I can do. With regards to a wave count, there is also nothing more bullish, right? I mean, you can always put a hopium count on here, yeah, and the hopium count would be that this here is a wave one in a leading, in a first wave of a leading diagonal, and the move down is currently unfolding as a wave two. But then again, the $6.25 level is the threshold, which divides between, okay, this is still a possibility, and okay, well, probably not. And then it should move up from here. That's always possible. But then again, without a setup on a smaller time frame to support this, there's basically no point in showing you that hopium count. Because it should be common sense anyway that everything is always possible. But it's all about identifying what is probable, okay? What is probable. And yeah, I mean, for me, there are mainly two wave counts to consider here. The first, because it topped in an ABC structure, as you can see here. I've been warning about this chart for years, you could say. Was never really happy with the beginning here. So it's not a high quality chart, and this is what we see now. And the problem is not so much in how much it retraced, because a lot of coins retraced. It's more like the structure and what kind of support levels it lost, making this a very clear three-wave structure now. And I can't even count it anymore as a 1-2-1-2 setup, which was a very bullish count. But you can never trust these, especially not if the Fibonacci extensions point towards the possibility of an ABC structure. So anyway, it's coming down now. There is no sign that it's stopping, right? It could stop at any time, and then we can readjust. But even then, there is a lot of work to be done to repair this chart. It's in a downtrend. It lost support. If it loses the $9.20 level, it's probably heading quite quickly to $6.25, I would say. Yeah. And based on this assumption currently, to me, it seems like it has done its wave 1 down, its wave 2 up, its wave 3 down, its wave 4 up, its wave 5 down. This is a 5-wave move down, completed a larger degree wave 1 already. It could have done the wave 2 already. If it has done that, it would be very bearish because, let's be honest, it would be a very shallow wave 2. And then the third wave could now be unfolding. This is a very bearish interpretation. A less bearish interpretation is that if the this wave 2 is actually still unfolding, okay? But then it would be an A wave up, a B wave down, and the C wave is still coming for this wave 2, so that it can reset higher, okay? But this is still, what are we talking about here? We're talking about, potentially something, a bit of hopium, okay? So again, the trend is down. There's not much more to say really. The only other thing to highlight is this could also turn into a massive triangle, like massive range movement. This is always possible when you have the initial move up as an ABC. But yeah, I think it's all about here just watching until the market shows us a clear impulse. Then we can always track if it can hold a wave 2 pullback. But for now, it's just lost all support and it's heading towards the next FIB support level, which is going to be the lifetime 78.6 retracement level, a very important one. If that breaks, I don't know where it wants to go. There is a little bit more support down here. Yeah, there's a point of control around $4.25 that could be watched, and that might actually be together. If we add the Fibonacci retracement levels as well, it might be very close to the 88.7 Fib level, which is basically not really a level I normally consider, but I bring it on the chart when the 78.6 Fib is broken, just because, there is always a support level where you could see a reaction. Maybe for anybody who's trading this on the short side, it might be interesting, okay? But it's certainly not to be understood as a very aggressive long trade level. It's down here where the point of control is, which is very interesting, around $4.15. So these are the key levels to watch on this chart. Certainly I haven't got clear bullish prospects. It can always turn around, and again, key of TA is to understand, okay, when does the chart show signs of turning around to something more bullish? At the moment, it's certainly not doing that. And if it's rallies, I will first understand it as a wave 2, or maybe even as a reset of the larger degree wave 2. Okay, so that's what I'm watching at the moment. But because it made a new low, I'm rather leaning towards we're already in the third wave. Yeah. Again, this can change. I expect this wave count to change because it's been moving in corrective patterns. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Certainly not very, very promising. And if Bitcoin really comes down another, I don't know, 10, 15, 20%, I don't know what happens here with AVAX. I mean, the levels are clear. It's certainly not a bullish chart at the moment. But yeah, that's sort of the best I can do at the moment with AVAX. Again, it can always turn around. Okay. I mean, the only other thing I can... The only other... a bullish interpretation, yeah. But then again, we have the problem with the beginning here. We have that problem. This is a big problem. The only other bullish interpretation would be that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth wave still in the making, yeah. And then we would have an ending diagonal or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I mean, this is possible, but then it might hit the $6.25 level. Either way, as soon as we see an impulse here, we can bring that back. But again, you know, I'll just focus on charts where we actually know where we are from a bullish point of view. Here is highly speculative, in my opinion. Well, for short sellers, potentially interesting, but then we're now starting to hit here this support region. Okay, that's my update about AVAX. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.